Welcome to this episode of our program Arab Affairs. As usual, we will be discussing an important Arab file. And today we'll be speaking about the first visit by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi to Qatar, where he met with the Qatari Emir, Tamim bin Hamad, and the invitation comes upon the invitation of the Qatari Emir, who has expressed his aspiration for further growth and development of relations between both countries. The Qatari Emir has also expressed hopes that President Sisi would contribute, or the visit of President Sisi would contribute to the consolidation of cooperation between both countries, and hailed efforts exerted by Egypt in supporting the Arab and Gulf causes, lauding Egypt's prominent role in promoting joint Arab action mechanism in face of crises and challenges, and said that Egypt is a role model in efforts to maintain stability as well as bolster social and economic development in the Arab world. The visit has seen a number of memorandum of understandings signed, witnessed by both leaders, with the Qatari Emir expressing or affirming his country's keenness to boost bilateral cooperation between both countries and boost the Qatari investments in Egypt. We'll be speaking about that in our episode. Before we delve into our discussion, first let's have a quick look on the Arab news that took place during this week, and we'll come back for more discussion.
The Ministry of Health and Population announced that the Egyptian medical convoy in Sudan continues offering medical services for the 7th day in a row for Sudanese citizens. Health Ministry spokesperson Dr. Hossein Abdel Ghaffar said the team, composed of 3 medical convoys, started its work on the 8th of September and continues till 16th of the same month in Sudan. He added that the Egyptian team offered medical services and medications for 6,000 people in all medical specializations. Egypt's aid to Sudan comes within the framework of strong ties between the two countries, and according to President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi's directives to support the health system in brotherly African countries. Minister of International Cooperation Rani al-Mashshat participated in the Arab Regional Forum on Climate Change Initiatives currently taking place in the Lebanese capital Beirut. During a high-level session to discuss means to rally climate finance, al-Mashshat said that the forum will have an effective role in supporting Arab countries' plans to accelerate the finance of climate work. The event is part of preparatory meetings ahead of the coming United Nations Climate Change Conference of the parties COP27. The International Monetary Fund said on Thursday that a staff mission will visit Lebanon next week to discuss ways to speed up implementation of agreed reforms required for an IMF loan program amid deteriorating living conditions in the country. IMF and Lebanon in April reached a staff-level agreement on a $3 billion loan program. IMF spokesman Jerry Rice said the slow progress has raised questions about whether Lebanon has the political will to meet key conditions for a program. A Palestinian teenager was killed during clashes with the Israeli army near Jenin in the occupied West Bank on Thursday. The Palestinian Health Ministry said 17-year-old Adoui Salah was killed by a bullet to the head fired by the Israeli occupation soldiers in Kafr Dan, Jenin government. The Israeli army said its forces were mapping out of the homes and arresting suspects throughout the West Bank.
Lots of developments are taking place in the Arab world and worldwide, which is putting lots of pressures and challenges for the upcoming Arab Summit to be held in Algeria. Before we delve into our discussion into our main topic today, let's watch this quick report and we'll come back for more discussion.
President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi arrived back home on Wednesday after concluding his visit to Qatar. During the two-day visit, President el-Sisi held talks with Qatari Emir Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani in Doha after an official reception ceremony was held. President el-Sisi has expressed appreciation for the invitation from the Qatari Emir. The President el-Sisi also asserted Egypt's readiness to boost bilateral ties on all fronts, as well as pushing them into new horizons. For his part, the Qatari Emir praised the friendly relations binding the two countries and expressed keenness on boosting joint cooperation in different fields. The Qatari Emir also retweeted that Qatar is looking forward to increasing investments in the Egyptian market during the coming period. He also hailed Egypt's leading role in fostering the joint Arab action to confront currently challenges facing the region with the aim of preserving its peace and stability. The meeting witnessed extensive talks between the two sides with the aim of expanding bilateral cooperation in all fields. The two leaders also discussed coordination over various regional and international issues of common concern at a critical time that needs combining efforts to protect the Arab national security. The two leaders also witnessed the signing of a number of memorandums of understanding between Egypt and Qatar. In a press statement to Qatar news agency, President Sisi confirmed that the upcoming Arab Summit in Algeria will be held in a sensitive time the Arab nation is passing through. The President added that the Arab nation is witnessing many crises and tensions, stressing the significance of regaining many principles and concepts in the Arab region, including abiding by the concept of the national state, as well as preserving the unity and sovereignty of nations. President Sisi also called on enhancing national armies and military institutions, as well as supporting the central institutions authority in order not to leave any space for any foreign power to undermine Arab nations or their peoples.